From the streets to the studio, from crisis to recovery, from awareness to action. Ask the Messengers. We bring you real talk about public health, addiction and recovery, and the issues that matter most in our communities. The message is hope. The message is change. Ask the Messengers begins now. Today on Ask the Messengers, we bring you Menzaire Boykins-Esters as part of our author series with Kimberly E. Mallory, who talks about her book, Breathe, Sis. This is just a chapter. It's not your whole story. Then our coverage around town features our field reporter, Shay Monet, who attended the premiere of Angela Dunlap's movie, The Handyman, where she speaks with people behind the scenes. And later, a recovery story that reminds us that recovery is possible, and we appreciate those who are willing to share their addiction to recovery journeys with us.
Well, welcome to the show today. Audience, when I say I have such a phenomenal young lady with me, she wrote a book and it's called Breathe, Sis. And it says, this is just a chapter. It's not your whole story. So, Menzaire,
Yes.
okay, like I got it right, y'all. I got it right. Such a beautiful name. Boykins-Esters. I would like to welcome you to the show. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken, for having me. I'm excited to be here. When I met you, we just connect. I am Menzaire, like she said, Boykins-Esters, also known as Menzie. I am an author. Breathe, Sis. This is just a chapter, not your whole story. It's a personal book journey about my stroke survivorship recovery. It brings hope, resilience, and faith. So I'm just excited to be here to share what the Lord has been doing in my life since my stroke. I had a stroke 3 years ago due to an arterial venous malformation, also known as AVM. It's a tangled vessel and arteries. It can happen anywhere in your body. And my AVM was found in my neck, which was tangled. It erupted and caused the bleeding on my brain and caused a stroke. So I had to undergo brain surgery, which is also called cranial anatomy surgery.
Wow.
So I was unable to walk, talk, vision impaired, couldn't do nothing, drive, something as simple as write. So I am truly blessed to be here. It's an honor to be able to go out, bring awareness, because when the stroke happened to me, I didn't know what the warning signs were. I went home, went to sleep 3 times, not knowing I had suffered a stroke, to find out that, hey, I had to be rushed to Beaumont, which is now called Coral and Royal Oak, and had to have emergency surgery. So I am here today as a testament of his faith and resilience.
I am sitting up here witnessing the goodness of God. Do you see what God did? She said she couldn't talk. She couldn't walk. She had to learn everything all over again. And look at this beautiful woman. I mean,
Yeah.
hold your hands up. Hold your hands up.
Yeah.
Look at this, y'all. She couldn't do any of that. And that is exactly why I'm smiling because, I mean, God is so good and He is a healer. Minzy, I want to just ask you a few questions about being a stroke survivor. So that's what this episode is about today. Minzy is standing here right now, sitting here right now as a stroke survivor. Let me just ask you, do you remember anything at all? I mean, anything when you had your stroke? Do you remember like what caused it? Was it stress? What was it that caused you to have your stroke?
It was the AVM. Now, it's a birth defect. I was born with it, not knowing, never knew I had this going on until the AVM erupted and caused a stroke. I was 39 years old when it happened. It's been exactly 3 years. It happened November 20th of 2021. So I was in occupational speech and physical therapy for a whole year. I spent a month in the hospital, and it was interesting because I had never heard of an arterial venous malformation, and I did some research, which is also in my book. It's very rare. It's 1 out of 100,000 people that are born with this birth defect. And I'm a part of Henry Ford Stroke Survivorship Group, and I met a young lady that was born with AVM as well. So we call our sister Stroke Survivor Sisters. So
Amen.
it's amazing, but I'm just truly blessed just to see her deformities from the stroke and mine. Um, I'm on no medication,
Wow.
and just to praise God
Yes.
and just to hear her testimony, she's taken 15 different medications.
Wow. How has this journey changed the way that you look at life?
Every moment matters.
Yes.
Don't take life for granted. It can happen in the blink of an eye, so we have to cherish, love on those people that we don't want to love on. We have to love them anyway with the love of Christ. Um, you know, I would say we don't value life like we should. And time is precious.
Yeah.
I actually just lost my uncle, and he was a stroke survivor and a heart attack survivor, and he just passed 2 days ago. And he was just at my house, and I had my second book signing, and he came, and it was like something. He gave me the most heartfelt message, like, I'm so proud of you. And he was 77 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and he's never expressed to me his feelings, and to receive that word from him really touched my heart. And for him to pass not even 2 weeks after he came to visit me was such a blessing. So I would just say to love on your family, take, take that moment, um, to be there for someone that's in need. Every moment matters.
Amen. So, what I would like for you to do is I want you to look directly in that camera right now. I want you to give a message of encouragement, a message of hope. Give some advice to someone or somebody's that giving up is not a choice.
I would like to say, if you're facing a difficult situation, know that this is just a chapter, it's not your whole story. You are more than a conqueror through Him that gives you the strength, and to continue to push, pray, and have faith.
Anyway, oh my goodness. You guys already know I'm always flabbergasted standing next to this woman of greatness, my mentor, somebody I look up to, talented, amazing. It is Angela Dunlap with another hit film. Listen.
You're so beautiful.
No, I mean it. You guys know I mean it. Look.
No, we both fan in here because I am a fan of this lady's whole body of work. I think she is such a just a committed actress. She puts in the work and it shows.
Thank you. Thank you so
Absolutely,
much.
that's true.
Now,
Yeah.
this is the handy. When I saw it in creation, I was amazed at even the scenes, the scripts. What are you expecting people's response to be to this?
Well, I'm hoping it'll be a nice, riveting ride with some twists and turns, just enough to say, hey, I think I want to do that again.
Oh my goodness, listen. What did it take to get to this point? I mean, we shot this in winter. I mean, it was cold. What did it take to get here?
Wow, a lot of prayer.
Right.
We had a lot of challenges. You literally have to go in with a mindset like, I will not quit no matter what. So every day there was a different challenge, drama. When you're dealing in the entertainment business, it's extra drama, right? So we just really, we put one foot in front of the other and did what we had to do every day, did every job we had to do.
Yes.
If it meant sweeping and mopping, we did it. Absolutely.
Listen, I love it. I love that you're humble. And I also love that every piece of work you do, it's fun, it's thrilling, it's a ride. It is a riveting ride. You guys, The Handyman, we're here at the premiere on the count of 3.
Don't trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody. Even the trailer makes you like, wait a minute. Hold up. What just happened?
And be careful who you let into your house.
Be careful. On the count of 3, I want you to say The Handyman. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. The Handyman. Hey, everybody, still here at the movie premiere of The Handyman. Tell our viewers your name.
My name is Daniel Johnson. I'm one of the executive producers, and I also had to make a cameo. And my son and my daughter is also in this movie.
Really? Your kids are in the movie?
Yes, my kids are in the movie.
What did that take to get your kids in this movie? I mean, like, how did they prepare for a role?
Well, this is my son's 5th film. So I try to get him in any film that I'm part of, being an executive producer of, and he loves it. He just has an innate ability to just, learn his lines and get in the character and do his thing.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 12.
Your son is 12, and this is his 5th movie?
Yeah, this is his 5th movie.
Oh, my goodness. What other movies is he in?
He's in actually the Judge Mathis story coming up, and that's we actually got that coming in June. He's in a movie called From the Eyes. He's in a movie called Bet. He's in a movie called he's in a couple other movies. He been doing his thing, showing up cameos and having lead roles for a minute now, for the last 3 years.
Okay, so tell our viewers a little bit what it took to get this movie done. Obviously, you were a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot. It was great getting the cast together, getting the crew together. We picked an amazing cast, an amazing crew, and everybody just came together and did their thing and brought forth an amazing production. And I'm excited for you guys to see it, and I think you're gonna love it.
Where can they see? All you viewers? Where can they view the movie?
Well, they're going to be able to view it on Tubi. We're hoping for Amazon. We're hoping to pick up other streaming platforms. We're hoping that once you guys see this movie, hey, if we can get Netflix, we'll love it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what this is going to do once the world sees it?
Hey, there's no limit. You guys expect amazing things. The Handyman. You ready?
Let's get it.
That's Handyman on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. The Handyman. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is a great honor to be standing next to this wonderful, beautiful young lady. Tell our viewers your name.
Claudia Jordan. Hello, Detroit and world.
Hello. Hey, all you Ask the Messengers viewers, we are at the premiere.
Finally. Aren't you excited? When we shot this, it was the dead of winter, freezing cold, and we still found a way to get out in the streets. Weren't we out in the streets?
Yes. Oh my God. There were even scenes outside where people had to come in. Oh, okay. Just tell everybody the character you play.
Damn, what's my character's name? I forgot. I know the lead. I forgot. Listen,
Okay, let's start a different question.
I forgot my name.
Okay, Handyman, the movie. We're here. It's the premiere. Tell our viewers what it took for you to kind of study for your character. Was it hard?
Well, I play a wife that is dissatisfied in her marriage, and she kind of looks elsewhere, and then there's consequences to that. So you will see the consequences, and there's a nice little twist at the end. There's a couple twists. I have a great friend in your character, that tries to steer me on the right road, kind of, but not really. Actually, you give me some advice. That's okay.
Some advice.
Yeah, but
Do you think? Now I know there were moments where I saw you, and obviously, you guys, I'm in the movie.
it does a great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, but there were moments in this movie where I saw you like preparing. You actually had to do some emotional things in this movie.
Well, I was on tour with a play, so I told Angela, I'm like, I'm not as prepared as I'd like to be, like as far as like having everything down packed, because I had like heavy lifting on a play. Simultaneously, this movie came up, so there were just definitely a lot of times where I had to be emotional and cry. So I have a few tips, secrets that I have how I make myself cry. Some involve putting soap in my eyes.
Wait, go back. What?
I mean, sometimes you just can't get any more tears out. So what do? You don't want to hold up production. So I would put like some liquid soap on my fingertips, and I would tap my eyeball with it. It's painful, but it does make a real vein come on your forehead. It does make you really cry because you are actually in pain. I don't know if I recommend it. I'm sure it's not healthy, but I really wanted to look like, I was really in pain. you know, and then if that's what it took, then that's what I had to do.
I mean, you were here for the long haul. I just want to say congratulations on a great. You couldn't even tell that you had all that on your plate. You did a great. You did a greatness to this role. Like, I think you played it very well, and
We'll see tonight. We'll see tonight and see what you all think. I will say, they call it being number one on the call sheet, like when you lead, right? So everyone wants to be number one on the call sheet, meaning you're the star of the movie. But it is very intense. When other people have breaks and they can just go have lunch or lay down or just have a mental break, you're in every single scene. So you may have had an emotional scene, and then the next scene you're happy, and then back sad, and then switch your hair back, and it's very draining. But you do it for nights like tonight so we can see the movie.
if you could give anybody advice out there, somebody that wants to be an actress, they want to be and you've been in a number of films. When I tell you some of the people you've even been in plays and movies and shows with, I mean, I know they say don't name drop, but just name drop for our viewers a little bit.
Well, I have a movie coming out on the 29th. It's a theatrical release. It's in 1,700 theaters called Run. That's by Chris Stokes. Marcus Houston is in it. Annie Alonso, Drew Sidora, Erica Pink, and Erica Mena. It's a really good film. Jensen Atwood, a lot of people it's a theatrical release that looks on the level of like Jurassic Park, the special effects, the money that went into it. And we're filming another film right now called Rockabye. So,
Look, she's out here. I wanted you guys to know the type of quality characters, the type of quality people that are in this movie. Angela Dunlap, she spared no expense. She got the greatest of the greats to be in this.
This cast is really good. You were amazing. My stepdaughter was amazing.
Yeah.
Don Brumfield was amazing. Kamal was amazing. Diesel, y'all know him out here. We have really talented actors in this movie. I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised with the entire cast. The entire cast. It's not one person that's starring this movie. It's the entire cast. You know what I mean? And I mean that. So for people that want to get into the business, I would say don't do it if you just want to be famous. Do it because you like actually being on set, working on copy and script and really doing it. And also, don't be an asshole once you get a little success. Stay humble. I'm so serious. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten hired back or hired because I was easy to work with.
Stay humble.
And that's so important. Like, producers have conversations about great talent, difficult to work with, never work with them again.
Tell them, stay humble.
Stay humble, like Kendrick said. Stay humble.
All right, you guys, on the count of three, let's say the handyman. You ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. The handyman. Carlos, what was your drug of choice?
My drug of choice was marijuana, and I had 2 sons that get murdered, so it sent me through a mental relapse, and I had to get my life together.
And what made you hit your bottom? When did you know enough was enough? What made you surrender?
I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I was living with my mother. I was going back and forth. My kids weren't listening. You know, my mother was telling me what to do. You know, a hard head make a soft butt. So, you know, I wasn't taking heed to the calling that God had for my life, you know what I'm saying, to be able to save and help people, but I had to save myself first.
And what do you do to maintain your recovery?
Well, I go to meetings, you know what I'm saying, 90 meetings in 90 days. I go to all the recovery centers, and I go to meetings, I speak, I do H&I. I just try to save somebody and tell them my story and let them know that, you know, drugs is not it.
And do you have a working relationship with your family now?
Most definitely. You know, my family is happy that I changed my life. So I'm in church every Sunday. I'm a member of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. Pastor White is the pastor. And I'm also a mentor now, you know, by the grace of God. You know, that's a part of that spiritual awakening that I had, using these 12 steps in recovery.
And how long you been clean now?
I've been clean almost a year now, you know what I'm saying? They say the newcomer in the room is the most important person in the room. So, you know, God can just change it around, you know, whether you got 50 years clean or whether you got a day clean, a minute clean, you know what I'm saying? The whole object is to get clean so you can see the other addictions that you have that you deal with on an everyday basis.
And what are some other ways you carry this message?
Man, I study, you know, I study my literature. I study, you know what I'm saying, you know, the power that's greater than myself. You know, Jesus was the one that brought me to it. You know, I know the higher power that's greater than yourself. Everybody got higher powers, but Jesus and the church to go along with my recovery, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I had to lose everything before I had to wake up.
Okay, when you say you had to lose everything, what was one of the craziest things you ever did to get one more?
There's so many. One of the craziest things I did was my mother, she had told me to go pay the rent one time, you know what I'm saying? So I messed around and went to the dispensary and got me a pound of weed and called myself was gonna flip the pound of weed in the midst of using drugs, and my mother put me out after that.
Okay. All right. So is there anyone out there that you would like to make a direct amends to that maybe you haven't been able to reach? I want you to look directly into that camera and talk to that person.
Well, I apologize to my daughters, because when you guys would call me and Daddy would tell you guys that I would be there at 6 o'clock and 6 o'clock never came. I ran the streets, but I had a mental illness, you know what I'm saying? And I was in addiction to go along with a mental illness. So I want to apologize to my daughters. I want to apologize for not being the dad that you guys needed me to be at the particular time, going to prison, you know what I'm saying? Letting you guys grow up by yourself. So I'm home now and I'm fluent in y'all lives and I love y'all, but I'm sorry, I apologize.
Okay, so you talk about mental illness. What are you doing to take care of your mental illness?
Well, a mental illness is something that you're born with. It's hereditary. So every day of my life, we struggle with the mental thoughts that go through my head is the illness. And through the literature, through a spiritual awakening, those are the things that every second of my day I have to be able to deal with them. And it's something that's not going to go away. It's something that, drugs was one thing, but the mental illness that we all suffer as human beings, living in today's society, it doesn't matter what color it is, but, I'm overcoming everyday struggle. And I really appreciate you taking the time to ask me the things that I deal with every day.
If you have a recovery story of your own and would like to share it right here on our show, record the video and send it to us. Our email information is right there on the screen, askthemessengers@gmail.com.
Would you like to help us save lives? You can do so by partnering with us here at Ask the Messengers by making a donation of any amount. The people in your communities need your support. Help us extend our reach and impact more lives. Supporting our organization is as easy as a click of a button. Just visit our site shown on the screen from your phone or computer where you will see a yellow donation button. Ask the Messengers is waiting on your partnership, and your community is waiting on you.
If you prefer mailing your donations, send your check or money order payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send it to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers, and we're asking you to take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you to our guests today, and we hope the information shared will be of some help to you, your family, and your community. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and keep standing for what's right. See you next time, right here on Ask the Messengers.